Hey guys, Asteroid here, and welcome to Aspects of Aim, your 3-minute mini-series in bettering yourself in the FPS genre. If you're a beginner, it's the best for you. If you're a veteran, you might still learn a thing or two. That is a tongue twister, but yeah, let's go straight to the topic for this video, which is my warm-up routine. So first and foremost, I've kind of cultivated this, curated rather, this warm-up routine with my specific sensitivity. So before, you guys do know that I was at the sensitivity of 0.42 with 800 DPI. Basically means that my crosshair movement, my mouse movement was very fast and really relied on me using my wrists more than my arms. But I kind of dialed that down back a bit, and now I'm kind of more of a wrist and arm mover. And this kind of just helped me control my mouse more accurately. Granted, of course, I can't do those fast flicks anymore. I mean, I can still do those fast flicks, but they're not as fast as before, which is, I think, in myself a good thing, because I can control my flicks more. And if I can visually see it, I can at least not kind of, like, you know, go too much on the micro adjustment, which I have been very dependent on. I did talk about that before in my other videos, but at least for my case right now, it has been really good for just lowering the sensitivity, especially if you have a mouse pad like that's a little bit bigger, that you can really move your arm around, as you can see. Now on to the way that I do go for my practices. Usually I just get out the practice here, just go for, like, you know, no armor, no moving practice bots here. Go to this pillar, as you can see, and just keep shooting, you know, just start like transitioning from like head to head, start popping stuff right now. And that's kind of like the first of my routines here. So the reason why I don't go for this range is because realistically, this range, it's too far. I feel like it's too far. Like, the distance of the bots to you, I feel like it's too far from a realistical standpoint. And what's also that is that I think it just makes it very difficult. I think for some reason it just feels more difficult, but this isn't, you know, easy, like super easy in the sense, because like you still have to hit your shots and you still have to transition, and there's a lot of them. The next stuff that I also like, which kind of requires me to be here, you can still add this anywhere else that you want, is you have to be Sage and you have to boost yourself up at the wall. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this is the second part of my training, or the first part, focuses on the X-axis. The X-axis aim, which is your left and right movement, which is this one, going left and right. The next one is going to be focusing on the X and Y axis, which is your ability to go left and right as well as up and down, hence the Y axis. So having this elevated positioning does kind of force you to, you know, not only go left and right, which is going to supplement, or is more focused on like being able to just track smoothly your opponent, but it's also to kind of force you to, you know, just go on a higher shooting range, shooting angle. Because, I mean, Valorant's not only going to be you looking, you know, in front of your opponent the whole time, right? There's going to be angles where you're probably going to be on, maybe, let's say, heaven, which is a higher angle where you're looking down at your opponent. So being able to like transition slowly like this is useful, right? Like, yeah, just like smooth transition movements. And just kind of like connect the dots. This one is pretty simple. You just go for the speed practice, speed skill test, which is I also call the reflex test. Go for either medium or hard, but when you start it, go a little bit closer, because again, realistically, this is your this is the range which I think you'll be, you know, fighting more opponents. It's not by any means easier, because you still have to flick and they're really fast. And what also kind of happens is, because you're nearer, the targets appear on your side more frequently, and you have to flick like that, right? So more so than not, that's kind of like how I go for my warm-up routines. These as well as deathmatch really does help with my particular like needs in me being able to you know, just be able to perform better when I am on my ranked games or any games in particular whenever I play, right? And here's another thing that I do add. If you're gonna go for this reflex training, more so than not, I try to go for at least 15 points on the score, because it just kind of gives you that sense of like completion when you're like, oh, I got like 15 points. That's awesome. That's gonna give me a little bit of confidence boost going into my games. Now, hopefully, guys, that was, you know, educational for you. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know we went over the 3 minutes that I say, but I had to explain this as much as I wanted to in order for me to give the information better to you guys. So if you have any questions, just drop them on the comment section down below and tell me what you want me else to talk about with the aspects of aim. Anyways, guys, Asarai, peace out.